I won't deal with credit again. I've heard people say that before. You know, I'll just file for bankruptcy, or I won't file for bankruptcy, but either way, I'm just never going to deal with credit again because you know what? Credit got me into a lot of problems. Well, here's the reality. I can go on a diet and claim I'm never going to eat Twinkies again, but inherently, I love Twinkies. I'm going to eat Twinkies again. And when that time comes, I will eventually have a Twinkie and I will get off my diet. When it comes to credit and borrowing money, people are scorned when they're in the issue, but at a later point in time, are they going to need to borrow money? Probably the answer is going to be yes. They're going to want to buy a house. They're going to need to buy a car. Even people who say, I have reached the point in my life, I'll never need credit again. Guess who comes to them? Their children. Hey, mom and dad, can you co-sign for me? Your grandchildren or your adult children. You never know. There's two reasons people need credit: for survival and for opportunity. To be able to get through a rough spot, to say, okay, if I can, you know, if I have a credit card for emergencies, you know, that'll be good. Or, hey, my gosh, the $1 million idea is right in front of me. But oh my gosh, you know, I gave up credit years ago, so now I can't capitalize on that. So keep that in mind. There are two reasons why we need credit: survival and opportunity. Is buying a house opportunity? Yeah, it's opportunity. Is buying a car opportunity? Well, it's opportunity for transportation without having to ride the bus. So there are those two specific reasons that we need credit. So giving up credit is probably not a good idea because it takes years to build credit. So if I get out of bankruptcy and I say, well, I'm never going to touch credit again, that's not a good idea. Start simple, get a secured credit card, just make sure you pay things on time. Most importantly, don't let anything go to collection. You don't need a lot of things to reestablish credit, maybe one or two. Ideally, here's what I would like you to do. Ideally, I want you to have 3 pieces of credit. It can be a car, it can be a student loan, it can be a credit card, it can be anything, any type of traditional credit. I want you to have 3 pieces of credit that you establish after your bankruptcy. I want you to pay your housing on time. Wherever you're renting, I want you to pay it on time. And I want you to actually be renting. I don't want you living in your parents' living room not paying anything. If you live in your parents' neighborhood, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that because it's a good way to save money. But I'm saying if you're living in a relative's living room or whatever, house, whatever, write them a check each month. Don't give them cash. When somebody tells me, I came out of a bankruptcy, I came out of a foreclosure, and I've been living with relatives, and I just hand them a few hundred, I spend a few $100 a month in cash that I give to them. It gives me a panic attack because I need to be able to document it. I need to be able to show that this circumstance happened, but now we've moved on. Now we're back to where we're paying bills on time. We're capable of paying our bills because we have an income source. I need documentation. So I need 3 things that you've paid on time for the past 12 months, and I need you to pay your rent on time for the past 12 months. And I need you to not have any collections. I need you to not be late on anything. I need you to just start fresh and then be perfect moving forward. That's what I need.